House to Home, brought to you by Remax Diamond Realty.
All right, half a day, everybody. Welcome to House to Home. This is the portion of the program where we gladly bring you information that you can use if you are looking to either own or rent a property for residential or commercial purposes. Now we have a new friend, and she's actually an old friend, not old in that sense, but old.
Thank you.
Well, we've worked together many, many years.
Yes, we have.
A very distinguished relationship. We have the lovely Deanna Palmer with Remax Diamond Realty. Hi, Deanna.
Hi, Jason. Nice to be here again. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, no worries.
Of course.
Well, once you get rolling,
Yeah.
I'm sure, you're going to give us some very good information. And on that point, it's interesting we have you on the program now because to date we have talked a lot about properties that are for sale and are available right now. What we'd like to do here is actually talk about the significance to potential buyers of properties that have already closed and how they can maybe use that as, if people are window shopping, pun intended, for something. Why is it important that people actually review the properties that are closing right now as well as the ones that are available?
Because when they go to purchase a property, most people are going to have a loan. The bank is going to require an appraisal. The appraisers use the data of the closed listings that are comparable to what they're buying. So they want to know what has closed in the area, what other 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes of 1,600 square feet have closed and what did they close for? Mm-hmm. Because when they work with their agent can give them some data and then they kind of have a better feel for what the true value of the property is going to be. There's always the asking price and then there's the negotiated price. Well, part of the negotiated price is that buyers put a clause in their purchase agreement that the appraisal needs to meet or exceed the agreed to price. If it comes in lower, then they can't get their loan. So then now we're at a renegotiation point again. And I do want to say that even when an appraisal comes in lower, buyers do pay above appraised value to buy the property. Just the market's been down, the appraisals are low. Appraisals themselves have changed. So there's some new rules that cause it to be capped on condition and features.
And this just kind of reinforces the concept that, your colleagues have told us many times since we started doing this segment is that, buying a home is definitely not like buying a car where you just get a big chunk of change from the bank. People like yourself, it's a multi-step process and there is some tactical sequence of events that have to go in there if you're looking for a buyer to make sure that you get the best deal, and that's where you guys come in. Yeah,
we can help them understand what they're buying and the value of those things. So I have a really great story that actually was a tenant in one of my owner's units. He had a different realtor put in an offer on a home in they call it Hafa Day Village in Deredo. It's a 5-bedroom home, 3-bathroom, fully fenced and gated. He purchased it for him and his family with his VA loan program for $345,000. He did ask for seller credits for closing costs. So the seller agreed to give him $15,000 in closing cost credit at closing. So when an appraiser looks at that, it's going to be valued at $325,000. So, and it's a 2-story, really nice neighborhood on a little cul-de-sac that all but one home is owner occupied.
And this, again, it sounds like a lot of with a lot of technical jargon and a lot of industry specific stuff, a very, very esoteric art, I would think.
Yeah.
But you guys have made it so easy to actually sift through,
Well, it's a new language, kind of, for people, and so
it can be intimidating, I think, for first-time buyers.
It can be. So we can kind of explain what those terms are, and then people get confused naturally. So then we answer that question again and again. So it's okay to ask questions. It means you're interested.
All right. Well, again, there is the theory. Let's go see something in practice. So what's an example of something that just recently closed that people might want to consider?
Well, that was the one I was just telling you about, was the Deredo one.
And how much was that? How much did that close for?
That closed for $345,000.
Yes.
With the VA loan and with, I think it was Bank of Hawaii.
Okay.
With an appraisal. The appraisal came in actually slightly above the agreed to price, so appraised value didn't come into play as far as a renegotiation.
All right, so definitely something you want to keep an eye on. Just be aware because in the aggregate, this will help the overall market.
Right. All right. So now I do have a brand new listing.
All right.
It's just coming on the market today. It's in Epan on Cruise Heights, off of Cruise Heights Road. It's a 2-story house as well. The asking price is $395,000. It's a 4-bedroom plus office, all split ACs, and then it's got patios on the 2nd floor and a screened-in, lovely outside kitchen living room area in the back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really a nice home.
And I'm loving the fact of an office because I'm thinking, you know, recording studio, computer lab,
Perfect.
you know, man cave, you know.
With its own patio off of that side.
Exactly. Okay, well, I might need to talk to you about maybe making an offer.
Well, you got to see it first so you'll know what you're buying.
Okay, we'll definitely do that. All right, so Deanna, as always, a pleasure working with you and your
Thank you
colleagues.
for the
Thanks so much.
time.
We'll see you
Appreciate
soon.
it. Bye-bye.
All right, stay tuned, everybody. We are back right after this.